I love you, Luis.
What's going on, everybody? I love you too. I love you too. I've never even heard that from my dad. Oh my God.
Where your dad now?
Anyways, I used to work at Jewel Osco in the produce department. Anybody know what Jewel Osco is? Oh, nice. Yeah, so every time I went on a date, I tell them I'm a jeweler. You know, make myself look a little more interesting. You know, but if we ever hit it off and I got a second date, I tell them I'm a producer too. You know, if she ever asks for proof, I got 24 carats, you know? She's like, oh, you have any, you know, do you have any, like, you're a producer, do you have any, like, music? Throw a beat at her, you know? You know, this one time I actually got pretty far into the talking stage, but, you know, I had to dump her, I had to leave her. She had too much emotional cabbage. I'm just gonna let you guys sit with that one for a bit. No, I'm playing. No, but I actually, you know, I've been getting a little bummed out. It's a little colder out. There's not as many mosquitoes outside. You know, if you guys didn't know, the mosquitoes that suck your blood are female. So I've been letting them suck my blood a little longer. You know, but I figured it's a win-win. You know, they get nourishment, and I get to provide for a woman for once. You know. Sometimes I feel like a pimp while I'm doing it. My shit, treat yourself, queen. You know. And if I ever feel like they're taking too much, I just slap them. You know, like a pimp. I don't know what my pimp name would be. I'm open for suggestions. So I don't know. I think it's funny that they killed Abraham Lincoln twice now. You know, the first time was at a movie theater. The second time was just because they wanted to see a brown man die. Fucked up, man. Fucked up what they're doing. But yeah, I mean, I've been giving out skincare routines to some of my buddies. I got a friend who has so many blackheads on his nose it looks like a Wu-Tang concert. I'm like, dude, you better wash, you know, your nose. You have a little jizza on your face. That's a Wu-Tang joke. For all the Wu-Tang fans in this English pub in Loves Park. I don't know, guys. You know, regardless of how well I do, I'm always having a threesome after all my stand-up. I'm always fucking lonely and fucking stupid. At Dark Prince, I'm sorry to riff on you, man, but like, I know you're trying to go for Gene Simmons. You're kind of giving Panda right now. Panda on Ash Wednesday. So dumb. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I used to sleep over at my friend's house. And that motherfucker would always sleep like he's running from the cops. He'd always be like that. I gotta punch that up, I guess. I don't know. I didn't choose to be a sideburn guy. It kind of just happened. You know, after a while, my sisters grew bigger mustaches than I could. So I'm like, I guess I'll just stick with sideburns. I don't know. You know, I'm kind of like the opposite of Michael. You know, he's a small, hairy guy. I'm like one of those like morbidly obese, hairless cats. You know, those naked mole rats, if you just stuff its mouth with butter or something. You know, like if you shave the, what's it, like a stuffalophagus or whatever, if you shave them all off, okay, that's a bit of a... I love scrolling on TikTok. I've really been into those, you know, paint mixing videos. You guys ever seen those, paint mixing? So basically these people are like, oh, guess the color, you know? And they mix paint, right? So I'm like, I know this. It's lavender, right? Because that's, you can't, and then no. They said it's periwinkle. Man, what the fuck is periwinkle, dog? All right, that was all right. All right, thank you guys very much.